Hey everybody, Chris here. Are you looking for another chance to buy cheap Dogecoin? Well, we're going to explore that in this video. A lot of us long-term believers in Doge and know that whatever the price you buy it at now, you're going to do okay. And this is not financial advice. This is just a video talking about the price of Dogecoin, the charts, what things look like, and a little bit about what I'm doing. When you're looking at the charts though, you don't know what Doge is going to do next, or any crypto. You don't know if it's going to go up, just continue trading sideways, or go down. So when you make the decision to actually buy the Doge, you're hoping that it goes up after you make the purchase, or you're buying some now, you're going to buy a little more later, then you really don't want the price to go up too fast. Some of us, dollar cost average, right? You just buy a little bit, maybe every Monday, every Friday, once a month, whatever it is. You just buy some, you have some more in your stash, because in the long term, you're going to know Doge is going to do fine, you're going to be okay. Some people do that. I look for the dips more because I'm kind of looking at economic conditions and the markets and try and gauge with the trading when there's going to be a dip and try to buy the lowest point. Doesn't always work. Typically, that's really tough to time, but that's just the way I do it. I feel a little bit better about myself when I'm in control, and sometimes you miss it. That's just the way it is. No one ever really buys at the exact bottom. When Dogecoin last month dropped down to 4.9 cents, 4.9? Who got that at 4.9? You had to be like ready with your cash or USDT ready to buy when Doge hit that dip. Some people don't watch the trading all that often, and sometimes you just set a limit order, right? You can say buy limit order 4.95. As soon as it hits that, then I'm going to get it. But what if it doesn't ever hit that, right? What if it goes down to 4.97 and then comes back up and you don't get any Doge? So that's why I like to sort of be more in control. But we don't know whether Doge is going to drop that low again or not. We don't know if Doge is even going to drop below 7 cents. I kind of think it is. And I think there's going to be another big dip coming, and I'll show you that on the charts. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the charts, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Well, I'm going to start a little different and look at the chart of Dogecoin, but this is Dogecoin in April of 2021. So Dogecoin had been trading around 5.5 cents. April 1st had a big run. This is the 7-cent line right here, this yellow line, traded back down. As we got further into April, though, Dogecoin traded up above 7 cents. There were some who were probably waiting, well, Doge is having a big run. There's a lot of excitement about Doge. The volume is ticking up. I'm going to wait for the dip and I'm going to buy more. Dogecoin briefly on April 12th dropped below 7 cents, 6.9. And then what did Dogecoin do? It took off. Traded up to 14 cents, came back down to 11, and then it was 36, 37 cents before you knew it. And those that were waiting for Doge to drop back down to 6 cents or 5 cents missed out. But those were different times. That was 2021. Different economic conditions going on then, not the same as today. But this can just show you the potential that Dogecoin has when it does decide to take off. This is what can happen. So we go to today and we look at where Doge is trading now, and well, we're looking at the same 7-cent line here. Dogecoin has just traded up above 7 cents. Traded back down. Came to 6.9 right here on June 27th and is now trading up. Is Dogecoin going to trade the same way here going forward as it did back in April 2021? I don't think so. Again, I think we're in a different economic situation here, and I don't see Doge taking off here, which is why I'm holding and waiting. Yes, this dip here looks very familiar to April 12th, 2021, dipped below 7 cents and is coming back up. The volume had come up a little bit, and I think when I zoom out, here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these last two drops that Dogecoin had. Back in 2021, there weren't these drops. This was new territory for Dogecoin. Dogecoin was reaching new all-time highs at 7 cents at that time. Now, we already know Dogecoin has already been up over 70 cents and has been slowly going down over the past year. And then we have these big two drops, this one here, middle of May, this one here, middle of June. And if you've been watching my videos, you've been following me, I think there's going to be another one here around the middle of July. In the United States, we're going to have new consumer price index information, the COMC. And are we going to be seeing an official recession or not? I kind of think that whether it's called a recession or not, the prices are already kind of baked in to the trading in the markets, be it the stock market or the crypto market. There might be an immediate reaction, though, to that news, and that could be the dip or the drop that we're looking at. So this is what I'm targeting for about the time I'm going to be making a purchase, is sometime around the middle of July. So that's just a couple weeks away from where I'm making this video. I kind of think that we're going to be seeing another dip, and what that dip is, I don't know. Are we going to come back down to 5 cents? Dogecoin could drop down there. I think a lot will depend on Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin again, just kind of, above and below 21, but we could see Bitcoin drop below, 18,000 again. We could see that happen. Bitcoin has just been trading kind of sideways, where Doge has had much more better trading over the past few days than Bitcoin has. We see that when we look at this relationship between Dogecoin and Bitcoin. Dogecoin, since the 13th of June, has been on this upward trend in its relationship to Bitcoin. This was down at about 25%, and now we're up at 34%. So that 34, it's actually 0.00034%. But I just call it 30 at this line and up to 34 here. That's good. It's good to reestablish that relationship between Doge and Bitcoin, so that Doge is trading at or better than Bitcoin, as opposed to the negative that we've seen. So that's good for Dogecoin in relation to Bitcoin, and we know how in the past Dogecoin has taken off. We could see that again. If I go back to the daily and I zoom out, we'll see that Dogecoin, when it took off back here, back in April, came up over that 30 line and was up over 100 here in early May. So it's slowly gone back down since then, but what we're seeing is this reversal happening right here. So that's good for Doge. Here's again what I'm looking at is this potential further dip. And we don't know how long this so-called crypto winter or bear market is going to last. Right now, there's this mini downtrend here with this blue line, but there's this larger downward descending triangle that Dogecoin has been in for about a year. That's going to come to a head, and there's going to be a breakout soon. But I think there's still going to be this other dip, and that's what I'm looking for. So as Dogecoin trades forward, and I'm looking at this dip coming, and I'm like, I've got some cash ready, and I'm not buying yet. I mean, Andre Chick, in his latest video talking about Bitcoin, he just bought some Bitcoin about one Bitcoin. It was like 21.4, 21.5. And I'm like, Andre, what are you doing that for? He says that he had promised himself when it got below 25, he was going to buy another one, and he did. But right now, Bitcoin's back below 21, and I would prefer to buy it lower, save that extra money. But that's what he did. And you have to live with what you do, right? If you buy Dogecoin at 8 cents, you have to live with it. You bought it. You've got to accept it in your mind that, yep, this is what I bought it at. You don't want to get down on yourself. Because in the long run, you believe in cryptocurrency. You believe the price is going to go up, and you believe it's going to be worth more in the future. If you didn't think that, then you wouldn't be buying. So now, for those that just want to use Dogecoin as currency for tipping, whatever the price is, right? Because one Doge always equals one Doge, right? Let me know in the comments below what you think about waiting for the dip, waiting for the right price, or are you just dollar cost averaging, or you already have a stash and you're not buying anymore. Whatever it is you're doing. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.